Fellas, we've all been there. You're out with a woman, having a good time, but deep down, you know it ain't quite right. You laugh, you talk, you share stories, but something feels off. She's nice, maybe even beautiful, but that spark, that connection just ain't there. You see her smile, and while it's genuine, it doesn't light up your world the way you hoped it would. So, why are you there? Why do you keep going through the motions? It's a question many men ask themselves, and the answer can be complicated. Sometimes it's about not wanting to be alone, or maybe it's the fear of missing out on something better. Sometimes we date women we're not truly interested in for reasons that go beyond simple attraction. It could be societal pressure, the need for companionship, or even just the comfort of routine. It's like going to a buffet and filling your plate with food you don't really want just because it's there. You see all these options and you think, why not? You might end up full, but are you satisfied? That fullness doesn't equate to happiness or fulfillment. Understanding why we do this can be the first step to finding real happiness in our relationships. It's about recognizing our true desires and not settling for less. So let's break it down, keeping it real, just like we do on the show. We're going to explore the deeper reasons behind our actions. We're going to dive into the emotional, social, and psychological factors that lead us down this path. It's not just about the surface level stuff, it's about what's going on inside. Because let's face it, honesty with ourselves is the first step to building strong, genuine connections with the right women. When we understand our own motivations, we can make better choices and find relationships that truly fulfill us. One of the biggest reasons men date women they're not fully into is the fear of being alone. This fear can be overwhelming, making the idea of solitude seem unbearable. The thought of coming home to an empty house, eating dinner alone, or spending weekends without companionship can drive men to settle for relationships that don't truly fulfill them. Being in a relationship, even one that's not fulfilling, can feel safe and comfortable. It provides a sense of routine and normalcy, a buffer against the loneliness that many fear. The presence of another person, even if the connection isn't deep, can create an illusion of security and contentment. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, hey, at least I'm not alone on a Saturday night. The fear of missing out on social activities or the stigma of being single can push men to stay in unfulfilling relationships. They might convince themselves that any company is better than none, but let me tell you, gentlemen, there's a big difference between being alone and being lonely. Being alone can be a time of self-discovery, growth, and pursuing passions that make you happy. It's a chance to reconnect with yourself and understand what you truly want in life. Don't let the fear of an empty bed lead you to a relationship that leaves your heart empty. An empty bed is just a temporary state, but an empty heart can linger for much longer. It's important to recognize that true fulfillment comes from within, not from simply having someone by your side. It's okay to enjoy your own company, to pursue your passions, and to wait for a love that truly lights you up. Embrace the time you have to yourself and use it to become the best version of you. When the right person comes along, you'll be ready to share your life with them in a meaningful way. Remember, you deserve a love that makes you feel alive, not just occupied. A love that brings joy, excitement, and a deep connection. Don't settle for anything less than a relationship that truly enriches your life and makes you feel complete. Sometimes societal pressure plays a big role in our dating choices. We often find ourselves influenced by the expectations and norms set by those around us. We see our friends getting married, having kids, and building what seems like perfect lives. And we start to feel like we're falling behind, like we're missing out on something essential. This pressure can lead us to date women just to fit in, to have a date for the office party, or to avoid those awkward questions from our mums. We might even find ourselves in relationships that don't truly make us happy just to meet these societal expectations. But here's the thing, your life isn't a competition. It's not about ticking off boxes on a checklist or meeting milestones at the same pace as everyone else. Don't let anyone, not your friends, your family, or society, dictate your love life. It's important to remember that your journey is unique and it's okay to take your time. It's your journey and you get to choose who you share it with. Embrace your individuality and make choices that truly resonate with you. Don't settle for a relationship just to keep up appearances. A relationship should add value to your life, not just be a status symbol. True happiness comes from within, from finding a partner who complements your life, not complicates it. Seek a connection that brings joy, understanding and mutual growth. Sometimes it's not about external pressure, but our own internal struggles. Some men have difficulty recognizing their own emotions. They might mistake comfort or familiarity for love, leading them to pursue relationships that lack a true emotional connection. Other times, it's the fear of vulnerability that holds us back. Opening up and being vulnerable with someone can be scary. So we might choose to keep our distance, even if it means settling for a less fulfilling relationship. Gentlemen, it's okay to admit you're scared, to seek guidance, and to learn how to navigate the complex world of emotions. So how do we break free from these patterns and find our way to real, genuine love? It starts with honesty. Be honest with yourself about what you're looking for in a partner. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need and deserve. Remember, communication is key. Talk to your friends, family, or even a therapist if you're struggling to understand your own emotions. The more self-aware you become, the better equipped you'll be to build healthy, fulfilling relationships. Don't settle for a lukewarm love, fellas. Go out there and find the kind of love that makes you want to shout from the rooftops. You deserve it.